Hello. Oh, has to go this way. All right, I'm here. I'm here. And, there we go. Tighten that. Sorry. Don't you love all these noises? Ba, ba, ba. Hello, hello. I hope that's Sidney that's on. I am going over here on my computer, moving my fan, smoothing things out. I can't see any messages yet because I need to get on and do that. Welcome, welcome everybody. Welcome to Debbie's Kitchen. Scary place. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Let's see, I have to find myself on there. I'm used to being on the other side of this, guys. Hi, Carol. Hey, Rita. Welcome. Sidney, yay! There I am down here. All right, I'm going to move my computer over here. I got cords going all over my kitchen. I do not know how to hook up my computer and my phone at the same time, so we are going to have fun today figuring it all out. And if everybody doesn't mind sharing this as much as possible, that would be great. We'll have another minute or so and then we're gonna get started. I'm trying to share, let's share it here. Whoa. Oh wait, yeah, okay, sorry. It's confusing because here I'm Simi Cakes and here I'm Debbie. And it's very strange to me. Yay, I shared. Is everybody sharing? Hi, Susan, welcome. Rita Cowley, welcome. Carol, please heckle me. Welcome, welcome. Yep, I'm sharing too. I'm sharing. I share to my story. I need to share here, share to my page, share it everywhere, guys, because I'm about to make a fool out of myself. Just kidding. Oh, I might. I don't really care. You get to my age, who cares? So, all right, let me put it here. Share. Everybody needs to share it to at least one page. So Lynette and Deborah Scott and Rita and Susan and Carol, everybody needs to share, okay? Barbie, hi, how are you? If you could please share, that's what we're doing right now. This is Debbie and I'm from Icing Images and I'm about to try something new, well, very new for me. So this should be fun. We're gonna get started. Sid, do you want me to start now or wait just a couple minutes to let people get on? Hey, Lee, there's no at the end. Hi. Carol, I gotta be myself because I can't be anybody else. It's hard enough being me. Hello, another Sidney. If you could please share, we really would appreciate that. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Guys, I'm gonna want you to ask questions. Oh, I was doing a coupon. I guess you want me to finish that, huh? I'm sure you do. So let's go ahead and hit my discount codes and let's go ahead and put it on. Simi Camp 22. What do you guys want? Let's go. % off supplies. Pop. Let's do 10. 10. Come on, work. Number locks off, number locks on. 10. Why aren't you working? Sorry. 10. I should have done this before, right? No conditions. Let's start now. 07162022. No, it's not going in. Come on. 07162022. Oh my gosh. This was like the first date me and my husband went on many, many, many years ago. Let's make it good to the end of the month. 30 days in September, April, June, November, all the way to 30. Okay, 31. 31/2022. All right, so Sidney, the code for the day for Icing Images, hey Tammy, is Simi Camp 22. So if you don't mind putting that up, Simi Camp 22 will get you 10% off all supplies at Icing Images. If you guys are all, if you all follow me on Icing Images and are a part of our newsletter, you'll know we have an extended Prime Day sale going through Monday, I think, that has all kinds huge sales. If you're looking for certain printers, our fondant sheeter is very low right now, probably the lowest it'll ever go. We're gonna try that out. Hi, Ashley, Chelsea, my friend Tammy, Jackie, welcome, welcome. So we asked everybody to please, if you could go ahead and share it. Hello, Taisha, to at least one person. We sure would appreciate that. I'm about to make a fool out of myself and we want the whole world to watch. So come be a part of that. So let's go ahead and get started. Guys, I am in my kitchen in Virginia at the lake. This month has been crazy for me. It started off with COVID, and then my mother went into intensive care and all this stuff, and so now I'm down at the lake. So I'm excited to be here. Hi, Sandra. I could just sit here and say hi to everybody. Why don't we just do that? Just kidding. Okay, so as you know, I'm Debbie. I'm the founder of Icing Images. We've been in business almost 23 years. That's going to happen in September. Oh, I know I'm going to be awesome. I'm already awesome. Just kidding. I saw a stranger where was I? I don't even remember where I was this morning. Maybe it was yesterday. Oh, it was yesterday. I was in Food Lion, and you know, you have you're kind of in somebody's way, so you kind of scoot out of the way, and she goes, "You're all right." I said, "You better believe I'm all right. I'm excellent." And she started cracking up. So anyway, as I said, I've been in business for 23 years, woman-owned. We really try to focus on you as the customer, giving you everything that you need to do. As you know, I'm a business person. I am not a decorator. So when I started this business, it just was that. I would sell images and things like that. And then it grew through the years, and I started selling equipment. But I've only taken one Wilton class, but I watch a lot of things. You guys know we do lives every Tuesday on our Facebook page, and I've known Sid for 13 years, we think. It's been that long. And so I've been around a lot of Isomalt, but I don't decorate. I don't decorate because I do not have the patience, my dexterity in my hands. It's just not good at that. I am good at running businesses and making sure you guys are doing your job well. You have the tools that you need. So anyways, Sidney gave me a challenge for the camp. I just realized this is not ready. She said, "Come on to camp." I'm like, okay. And then I realized it's a camp. I can't just sit there and speak about like business stuff and my printers and stuff, which I could. I need to incorporate it into an actual like demo. So I'm like, oh Lord, help me. And so earlier this week, maybe it was about a week ago, everything kind of mushes together. The Wilton class was good. I was all proud of myself. I got a certificate. I can tell you just about everything about Isomalt. If you're doing something wrong or having some trouble, I can tell you how to fix that. I know all the tips and tricks, not as much as Sid, but when it comes to actually applying what I know, I'm not good at it. So I spent 2 days, you know when you get that printer or the Silhouette or the Cricut and it sits in your closet and you don't want to bring it out because you're afraid to use it? Well, that was me. So I had to do it now. And I have used Isomalt to test things, but not as a demo. So I've said enough. We're going to get started. So let me go ahead. I was not sure as to how to, I'm on my computer over here, as to how to do both my computer and my phone, that thing that I'm looking at. So instead, I am going to move things around and I'm going to show my computer. And what's really cool is this computer like tilts. Let's see if it turns the right way. Come on, you going to turn right? Yeah, you did. All right. Let's see. I am not good at it, girl. Not like you are, that's for sure. All right, bear with me. I'm trying to do this and do everything and be everybody. Uh-oh, what I hit. Okay, sorry, I have something under here. I guess I should move that. All right, All right. Can you see that okay? I want to see, maybe we need to do that. Let's see what I can find around here to lift this up. These binoculars. Yes, I have night vision binoculars. I'm that freaky person. I just want to bring it up. There, actually, that's pretty cool. Is that okay, guys? Can you see that okay? This is going to be really weird for me because it's upside down and backwards, and I have to type funny. So anyway, so you guys know, if you're a customer of Icing Images, we have a program called Iprint. Now, this is a free program. It was just put together. Hey, Irenia. It was put together to do some basics for people who really didn't know graphics as well. I can turn these down. Let's see, hold on, because I see there are bright lights in there. Give me 1 second. Oh, I should turn it off. Yeah, that's a little better for you. Oh, look, I'm advertising here, and oh, how nice. Anyway, so this program is just a basic thing, but it does some things that people don't realize. So let me just clear, this is really weird. So Iprint, it's a printing program, basic. You can use any program you want to print, honestly. But I'm gonna go back to some of the basics and help make you look awesome. By the way, this is what we're making. It kind of fell and got really goopy when I was gone and I left it out at a lake, but you can see that. It's a dimensional pug sketch within the crystal. And now my hands are goopy because this is really sticky and gross. And I have nothing liquid here. Anyway, so my hands will be sticky. So what I'm doing, actually, you guys have seen those crystals with a picture inside of it, like a sketch, or it almost looks like it's etched, but it's kind of inside of it. That's what we're making here today, inside Isomalt. Hey, Cupcake Parker. So, you got to see how easy this is. Now, there's a lot of things that I can do to amp it up and change it around. For example, I like using Canva a lot. It's one of my favorite programs. But for this, we're going to stick to very basic editing, and you're going to see how easy this is. But again, you can do it many different ways. So first of all, this is really weird. I went to Icing Images, the home page. Let me go home. Okay. Oh, what? I hit a wrong button. That is not. I'm upside down, guys. Sorry. All right. So I'm going to go to the beginning. Where am I going? I'm going to the home page. There it is. I'm not used to looking at it in this direction. Okay. So this is the Icing Images home page. I went to our home page, icingimages.com, and then I clicked on this drop down. Can you see that okay? Nah, here we go. This drop down over here, and then I clicked on iPrint. Okay, let's bring that back over. Now, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna upload an image, and come on. Oh, I guess I'm there. Select image files. All right, I'm gonna scroll down because I gotta find this pug that I was working with. It wasn't that dude, it was below that. Pug, there you are, pug. All right, there's a pug. Let me bring it closer. Hold on, guys. Let's move this. Get a little puggy. Okay. And there. All right, so there's this pug, and I have to go on the other side. I cannot see worth anything. All right, so there's the pug. Hold on, I'm climbing up behind you guys. And I'm gonna hit open, okay? And there he comes right up, all right? I'm gonna go ahead and click on it. There's the little girl. And what I wanna do is I'm using a 3.5 inch cookie cutter to pour my Isomalt in. So we actually have 3-inch circles already set up right here, and I'm gonna do it with a 3-inch circle. And that gives me these circles on the page. We're gonna be using today the Cello Sheets, and I'm gonna show you those in just a minute. It's a clear sheet that we have. It's brand new to Icing Images. I know Sidney has done a lot with it, but they're awesome. We're still finding so many new things to do. It's a very exciting product. So here's our little girl right here. I'm gonna shrink this image down just a little bit. Come here. This is hard to do with my finger. Normally I use the mouse. Come on. I need one of those things. I can't shrink it. Okay, well, let me show you something else and then go on the other side. So up across the top right here, we have something called Tint and Effects. And is there anybody here who has ever used Tints and Effects or even know what it is? I'm gonna go ahead and click on it. And across here, it says lighten, darken, grayscale, aged, negative, sketch 1, sketch 2, and then an undo button. And I'll show you kind of what everything does real quick. Lighten, it lightened her up a bit. Darken makes her darker. Grayscale, of course, makes her gray. Let's go undo that one. And then you have aged, makes her look old. Oh, you baby. And then negative. I think this is really kind of cool, but we're not doing that. I'm going to undo that one. Then sketch 1, almost creates shadows underneath it. So you kind of can see some of these lines in here. I actually like that, but sketch 2 is just kind of a lighter version without those darkened lines. There's no shadow, I guess, behind it is the best way to say it. So I am going to, what I want to do, let me clear it out. The first thing I want to do, I've learned, is I want to darken it. And I think what I want to use, let's see, maybe sketch 2. Yeah, so it's a nice dark sketch there, and I'm going to try to shrink her because I couldn't do it before with my finger. Let me see, make it bigger. Now I can. Ah, look at that. Should have done that before. Come on. It's moving the page. There we go. Come on. Okay, I need to go use my mouse on the other side. Bear with me, I'm coming around. All right, here I come. All right, so now, oh my gosh, this is so weird. I can't do it that way. I need to turn it is what I need to do, but let's see. Hi, where's my mouse? I can't even see it on here. That is not working either. All right, so give me a second. I gotta do it like the normal way because I can't do it this way. Come on, switch, there we go. So that's all I'm doing is I'm sliding that shrink button over, and now that she's shrunk, I'm gonna turn it back over. There we go. And you'll see she's kind of shrunken in there, so her ears and everything are right in the center. I can move this circle around. It's not gonna work while I'm doing this, I apologize. And then what I wanna do is I wanna put it in all those circles, so I'm gonna hit apply to all. That's it, okay? Now it's ready to print. Okay, I'm checking everything. That's awesome. I know you haven't tried it. Did anybody try it? Let's see. Let's see. La, la, la. Okay, so I don't think anybody tried it. No, yeah, this is when you go and you play around with stuff that you've never done. All right, so now we're ready to print. And so what I'm gonna do is go down to the print button. Now I have set this up to print, but I wanna show you some of the settings that I have done. Welcome, Tori. All right, so I'm using the Canon G 3060 printer. I've put it on black and white, but I actually want this on color. See if I can do this. There. I put print on the Simi sheets. I actually print on the legal size because the page is just a little bit longer. You could also use the A4, but it's a little bit bigger than that. I just set it there. My margins are set to none. And these are settings that you actually set up when you open Iprint for the first time. So I'm not printing any headers or footers, but I am printing the background. And I always like to click on using the system dialog. Okay, let me bring that over. Let me see if I can. All right, let me bring you over. There we go. How's that? Okay, so I have my printer selected. And now I'm gonna go ahead and click on preferences. And I'm gonna make sure it says matte. And in this one, this is a little bit different than what we normally print with on our icing sheets. Because this is a sketch image and we're using something that's clear, we really need to be able to see it a little more. So I'm gonna increase the quality to high. But normally you don't need to do that, especially with icing sheets, because icing sheets will not soak up that extra ink. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm going to click on main. And I'm going to make sure that's on high, but right here it shows the color and intensity. I clicked on manual and now I'm going to click on set. Now here, I'm trying to make this darker because it's black skinny lines going on a clear sheet. And so we really need these to stand out. So I played a little bit with the brightness and contrast. And when you do that, it will change the colors here. So let's see if I can slide these. It's not probably going to not let me with my, oh look, there we go. Let me try to do this at an angle you can see. You can see this getting lighter and darker. That is the contrast. And I also made this brightness, that's where it normally is. Come here, it's yelling at me. Okay, so I'm actually gonna bring the brightness all the way to dark. What's wrong? Why are you yelling at me? Come on, come on. There it goes, come on, a little more. It's yelling at me. There, I have to touch lighter. So I darkened that up, and then I wanna take the contrast. I don't want, you see how that background went dark? I really don't want that to print that way, so I'm gonna bring it up just a little bit. Sorry. Oh, now it's at normal, down a little bit. I want a little bit of that, but not a lot. So that's what I'm gonna leave that at. Does anybody have any questions at all? All right, yes, everybody can join Icing Images. It's my website, but I also have a group, and I look funny. I have a group, and that group is Everything Icing Images, and you want to join because we have a contest going on right now. Ha ha ha. So check it out. Okay, I'm back up here. All right, now it's ready to print. I'm gonna hit OK. I'm checking everything. I'm gonna hit OK. I'm gonna flip this up. Okay, I'm gonna move these things. I'm gonna bring you up. Hi, everybody, we're back. Over there is my printer. I'm gonna go ahead and set this up to print. I'm clicking on print, come on. It's much easier when it's turned the right way. And something looks wrong. I think I made it too dark because I was upside down when I was doing that. So bear with me 1 second. It was just hard to see. Let me make sure all my settings are right. La, la, la. Everyone having a good time? Anyone learning anything? But please come join Everything Icing Images. All right, let me just set and make sure when I was upside down, I didn't set anything wrong, because what I was looking at is it was too dark. And so I think because I couldn't slide it right, come on, it was not happy with me. There we go. Oh yeah, it was going the wrong way. Come here. It's much easier with a mouse. Bear with me 1 more second. Yeah. So I'm bringing the brightness down, probably be about 1/4 of the way from the darkest setting, and the contrast, come on. The contrast is probably at about, I would say 60%. I'm gonna hit OK, come on. I'm gonna hit OK. And we're gonna talk about Cello Sheets, why it's printing, all right? All right, come on, let's go. Everybody good? All right, looks much better. I'm gonna hit start. And in the meantime, I'm gonna go over here. These are Cello Sheets. Woohoo! And I'm gonna pull a clear one out. I actually already have it out. And the nice thing about Cello Sheets is that they're clear. It's really nice. Now this is the sheet with a backing on it. And the only reason you're seeing that is because there's a reflection. I can show you the lake. Let's see, there we go. But the way that I tell whether or not the front or the back is, some people score it. I add a little bit of water. So I'm gonna go get my finger wet real quick. There we go. And when I touch it in the corner, I can tell this side is sticky. And see, I've added all these fingerprints. You need to be careful. All right, so here I'm gonna bring it over. I'm gonna put that right in the backing, and I'm gonna hit the final OK to print button. All right, what you can't do upside down. I usually can with reading and stuff, but not with the computer. All right, so Cello Sheets. Cello Sheets and it's doing its thing. First of all, by the way, I am using a continuous ink printer from Icing Images. It's a new printer that we have. It doesn't use those cartridges at all. You just pour ink in, and the ink, you know, just it kind of continuously flows through. It's really awesome. It's meant for people who are printing every week, several times a week. If you're printing here or there, you really don't want to use it. But if you're printing weekly, very regularly, then it may be a good investment because you'll no longer have to pay for cartridges ever again. When you buy it from us too, we give you 1 year of ink free. So when you run out of ink during that year, just let us know. We'll check a couple things and we can send it to you. But that's, yeah, you can find out more details on that on our website. So it's huge money saver, huge. I love the printer. I'm very happy with it. It is as good as our other printers as well. So it's awesome. So anyway, back. Oh, and one of them's on sale this week. Haha. Or there's a coupon. One of the two. Anyway, if there's a coupon, you got to find it. So anyway, Cello Sheets. Cello Sheets are kind of like a cellophane piece of paper, hence the name Cello. It comes in white and clear. Do I have any white? Oh yeah, I do have white in here. This is the white. Come on out, baby. Now we do have combo packs too, so if you want to try both, they both do something a little bit differently. The white obviously is white. It has a white backing. It has that same cellophane feel to it. Sticky side. Yeah, what I mean about the sticky side, sorry, I may have kind of gone through that too fast. I put some water on my finger and I touched the corner and it felt sticky. The water made it feel sticky. After a while, you know just by touching which side is which. But that's the best place. So they're both smooth sides, but when you add a teeny bit of water to the corner, you'll feel this, it gets tacky. I shouldn't say sticky. Now today we're using clear Cello Sheets. Now, these Cello Sheets were actually made to use small pieces, almost like a sticker. So you would use like your print and cut feature, the printer and then the electronic cutter. That's the way they were originally meant to be, but of course you give something to Sidney and she pushes things to the limit. This is actually a bunch of them put together, and isn't that crazy? Boop, boop, boop. But this is a bunch of them. This is 12 put together. And I know that they're put together because you see how kind of, well, besides it's thick, but you can see all those blotches on there. That's like air pockets and things in between. I like to leave it this way until I'm ready to put it in the printer. The reason being is that if it's very dry, you'll see it starts to curl, and you don't want to put it in your printer if it's curled because it can jam your printer. So I leave it on here until right before. In the summertime when it's humid, that's really not an issue. And so when you peel one off, you can kind of feel, this one feels still thick to me. And I think it is. I think there's one. Yep, there's one other one. All right, so here's the Cello Sheets. This is it right here. And I can tell you just by touching it. Well, don't do this, by the way. It adds fingerprints. Don't do that. So that's Cello Sheets. They can go in drinks, like as drink topper. They can wrap around a cake. They can obviously be used with Isomalt. Anything hot it handles. I'm trying to think what else. Buttercream. Jesse and Riley put it around a buttercream cake. It looked really cool. There's examples on our site as well. So that's Cello Sheets. We've talked about our edible printers as well. You've seen Iprint. We're going to get to the Isomalt part. That's the scary part for me. So I'm going to move my computer aside. Give me 1 second to set up and move my binoculars. They've done their job. I have fans all around because I want things to go high. That's pretty scary. All right, so is this done yet? It is almost done. Almost done. I'm going to go turn on this light, guys. And this, that's off. There we go. And it is done. All right, here it is. And you cannot see it, can you? Hold on. And now you can. That's how see-through it is. Trying to get, there we go. You guys see that? Pretty darn cool. Now I forgot which side is which because I took it out of the printer. But thankfully that corner that I touched, whichever corner it was, should still be tacky, and it's actually not. So I need a little bit of water. Hold on. Okay, sorry, the sink's over there. Find my top. Oh, the top is this way. And I'm gonna go ahead. Now what I've done, because I have lots of issues, let me put this down. All right, I'm gonna turn you guys down. Here we go. All right, hold on, bear with me. I wanna be able to see what I'm doing here. I'm waiting for me to catch up to me. Oh la la. Come on. I'm waiting. I can see myself on the computer over here. I'm waiting for me to catch up. Oh, let's see. I can do this. Hi. Oh, let's just do it this way. I always find this way is easier than moving the camera. Ooh, let's kind of level it out. Hi, everybody. I feel like I'm looking in a little baby face. Hello, baby. All right, here we go. All right, so what I did is I totally messed this up. All right, so I had issues, okay? And we all know that. And when I poured on the mat, of course, it picked up all the texture of the mat. So I didn't like that. So, and this is my 2 days of playing with Isomalt. All right, so then I'm like, I called the Galperns, what do I do? Because I didn't know that answer. And they said, try it on a piece of foil. Well, I tried that and I didn't like the results either. Ooh, this is a warped board. This is not good. Ooh, this is not the board I want. It'll run everywhere. Bear with me, guys, and get another board. I like these boards. These are it's flat. That's what you're looking for. So when I put the foil on it, I still had issues with bubbling. So I decided to take a cutting board, okay? I'm putting a piece of paper on it because there's some texture in that board. And I don't know if it's just that I'm picky as can be or if, you know, what it is. And Sidney, you can tell me. And I basically took some foil and I put it around and then I kind of smoothed it out. I didn't use my hands. I took this wonderful glove that's part of the glove non-burning thing and I smoothed it out so I can have a nice smooth area to work with. And this is what I found worked for me. And I think there might be mats or something out there that, I'm gonna move this that way some, that make this easier. But I am at my lake house. I don't have all my supplies. This is what I had to work with. So this is what I did. I don't like that. There we go. And I think I may be too much of a perfectionist. So let's see these responses. There we go. All right. This was my workspace. I then went and I took, this is a 3.5-inch ring, and I took some Crisco. There's the Crisco. Okay, just Crisco, just normal Crisco. Woohoo. And I went ahead and I greased the inside of that, and I'm gonna go ahead and put it down. Now, where the heck did I put I'll tell you, the biggest problem with these Simi sheets is you can't find them when you put them down. What the heck did I do with it? It's not over here. This is one from before. I found it. All right. Okay, you guys okay there? All right. I think I'm behind and I can't see comments. Hello. We are all perfectionists. Okay, so, all right, so here's my dude. I'm gonna go ahead and I wanna put this glove on because I have very fingerprinty hands and that's not good. Before I start to pour my Isomalt, actually I'm gonna go ahead and melt some Isomalt now so that it can start to cool down. That I've learned too, because I hate waiting for it to cool down and I wanna use it before it's time. So let's go ahead and start that. So let me take my board up for a minute. I see my little guy here. Can you see it? Here he is right here. And I'm gonna place the center, this kind of over it. And I'm going to find my, my knife. There it is. See, I move things around. I can't do that. I had everything prepared. This is my pen. my flying pen blade. This is my pen blade. It's a product we use at Icing Images. We have 4 different ones. They have 4 different blades. They are hard to push with gloves. There's one. I only have 2 of them here right now. Okay, both great blades. They are made of stainless steel. My favorite part about it is they retract. Okay, so I have my buddy sitting right here, and I just realized I really don't want to cut on my mat. So I don't know. I'm just going to go ahead and cut. I have dozens of these. So I'm going to go ahead and cut. I'm going to do this 2 ways. I am getting ahead of myself. So the important thing I want to do first is actually, I want to peel this edge back a little bit. To do that, you have to go ahead and kind of cut it right there and fold it back. This is hard to do in gloves. So I'm going to keep my hands on the outside, and there's one piece peeled off. Here's the other. I like to do it this way. When it goes back, I just like to peel it first. It's because it's probably fine if I wasn't on video, but I'm really nervous and I think I'll screw it up otherwise. So I want to peel it first. I'm smoothing it back out. Let me check my Isomalt real quick. It needs to go just a little bit longer, and then it can do its sitting. Because you have to let it sit after it gets that big boil. I learned that. So just making sure this is nice and clean. And I'm going to take, there we go. I'm going to center this around Puggy. Stay there. Guys, I'm nervous. I know. I can talk about printers all day long, but now I'm into the part I'm not good at. I actually like to turn the blade over and cut it. I don't know why. I think I get a better cut. Bear with me. Now, this is one of those things that I have no patience for. And right now, I just want to throw it against the wall because I feel like I'm going to move this by accident and my hands aren't steady enough, so I keep cutting it away. But I'm doing the best that I can because Sidney made me do this. There we go. And just make sure it's good and cut, which normally I would have peeled it up by now, but because I have you guys watching, I'm like so nervous that I'm going to screw it up that I'm making sure it's good. All right, I'm going to put this away. Bye-bye. I'm going to pick this up. Okay, you can see I have a nice round cut. I did it. Yay, I cut a circle. All right, so now let's go ahead and bring my board back with my foil. And I believe I was told to go ahead and I'm going to put a little bit of Crisco on there, not a lot, because I really don't want that to interfere with anything. So that looks like a lot, but watch, I'm going to get rid of it. I'm going to get rid of it. Okay, I peeled it on, and I do. It also kind of smooths it out. Just really need a little bit. All right, and let's check this Isomalt. It was roaring, boiling. It is not now, but it's not quite ready. This is my hardest part, guys, this right here. Because right now, I really want to use it, but you can see there's bubbles in it. I'm going to come back to, ow, it's hot. All right, let's talk about heat and Isomalt, because it burns. I'm not giving you the finger. It burns. So you guys know, if you've never used Isomalt and you're afraid of the heat, I guarantee you that you have used a stove before. And if I turn this stove on, and I go like this, what's going to happen? I'm going to burn myself. Yes, that's why they make oven mitts. Just like the oven, Sidney Galpern and her crew has these wonderful gloves. Now these are actually, they're sold on our website as well. They keep you from burning yourself. So right now I'm also distracting myself because I want to use the Isomalt. I'm going to put these on. All right. Oh no, everybody gets nervous, and you got to change that nervous feeling to excitement, and that's what I'm really trying to do, is kind of trick myself. So let's go ahead and put these on, double gloves. Hey, oh, let's go over here. Hello. La. I did burn myself. So this whole couple days that I didn't wear gloves, I didn't burn myself. I stabbed myself with Isomalt. Now I burn myself, but it's not that bad right now. It could be a lot worse. I'll complain like a baby tonight with my husband. All right, now they're on. You got to do 2. Why do you have to do 2? Because if you use just this one glove and you get Isomalt on it, it will burn and it'll allow this to stick to your skin as well, and it will really suck. If you use just this, obviously it's not going to protect you well because it's fibrous and it will burn you. It won't stick to your skin. So you gotta use both. All right. La, la, la. All right. I feel like a surgeon. How am I doing on time? Oh, should I be done? I don't know how long I have. Sydney, how long do I have? You never told me that. You just told me I was doing. I got them on. All right. This is just about ready. Let's go ahead and bring you back down, guys. Ooh. Let's bring you back a little bit. There we go. How's that? I think that's pretty good. All right. So now, look. It's beautiful. It's ready. The bubbles are gone. I feel like I can see a teeny bit of bubbles in there. I think that's normal because I've never been able to get it without any bubbles. But these things are microscopic and I have to kind of angle it to see. And I think that's my problem is I'm way too crazy over this. So that's all I'm going to do is pour this in. Oh, nope, I see some bubbles. No, you can't do that. Come on, bubbles, let's pop now. I do not, oh, there goes one. Come on. Don't want you on here. All right, I have a torch. I hope this is okay. Sydney, tell me if I'm doing this wrong. I just popped it. All right, now we're ready. Yeah, see, come on, get away from there. Let's go this way. All right, so now I'm just gonna pour in some. These bubbles, man, come on. All right, fine. I also really like the torch, except I like it too much. How many of you have burned things? I have burned everything. I'm just doing a small amount. I'm making sure I get all the way up to the edges. It's just something for the cello sheet to sit on. Let's make sure. Oh, I did it. Yay. I'm going to put this aside. I'm moving my fan over, guys. I got a couple fans. One died, it looks like. All right, little red fan. And it's going to blow on it. Let's see. What you saying, Jenny? Oh, Joan, I can't read that far. I worked through a whole showpiece class, some with and some without gloves. I made circles over the next several days, and I can't read the rest. And it's not going to let me touch it. I can't read it. I'm sorry. Oh, wait, I can read it over here. Okay. I burnt myself gluing on the very last element. Yeah, so that's why. Oh, I have a whole hour? Cool. I didn't know that. All right, we can talk about anything. All right, so ta-da. Oh, I can torch it after see, I told you, I don't know what I'm doing. All right, so it's poured, and I can see a couple little bubbles. I have my fan on it to go a little quicker because I did not make all these little extra pieces like I was supposed to. It's supposed to be fast like that. That's what I heard. And those bubbles aren't coming out. Do you see the bubbles? Can you see the bubbles? Have set some small fires. That one's bugging me. Come on. Ah, there it goes. Come on. Oh, look, it's going away. It's working the way it's supposed to work. Imagine that. Oh, wow. Look at that. See, I'm so darn nervous that I'm doing what I'm supposed to do. I'm making sure that torch is there. Come on. I'm running out of torch. That's why I have this. Fill her up. Oh, my gosh. Let's see if that, ooh, I can smell that stuff. Oh, that's about it. Let me make sure. Oh, come on. Oh, you're doing this crazy thing again. It does this thing where it doesn't want to light, but the gas is there. But this one lights. I just don't like this torch. Oh, let's do that. Come here. Maybe I didn't get any. Oh, I'll use this one. All right. Actually, you know what? The bubbles are gone. All right, so it's doing its thing. It's doing its thing. All right, so this is where I also have a problem because I know that I really want for this to be dry so that I can move to the next step. This is where I touch and I'm not supposed to touch. I know it's not ready. However, one thing I do is I'll touch over here to see if it's cold. I've learned that because I've touched it too many times and put fingerprints in it. So in the meantime, let me show you something. We're gonna wait for a minute. Hello, hi Nicole, and welcome. I don't know what happened that you loved. I missed that. Okay, so while this is cooling, I'm gonna take my gloves off, yay. I know, I am going to, you can see that when I appear, I'm not gonna pull this off yet, but I just wanna show you over here in the right place where you can see that it's starting to peel off. This was the Puggies. So what I'm gonna, let's do something else. I'm gonna move this aside because I have it on a board and so it's not gonna warp it. I'm gonna bring you back down and we're gonna show you some more things. Let me grab another cutting board real quick. The warped one will do. My husband used it for measuring. He writes on the backs of them. That's my husband. You ready? Hello, Kathy Hodges. Kathy, how are you? Kathy Donner, my friend. And nervous, perhaps, entertaining, and instructive for sure. Glad to know that I'm entertaining. That's the way I handle my nerves. All right, here we go. Oh, who's coming to Simi Splash Retreat? Did we do that announcement yet, Sid? All right, so there's the one circle that I made. All right, now I'm gonna go, and you guys, let me just grab, it makes it easier for you guys to see. And I actually do want my white gloves because I'm gonna put fingerprints all over it. And I will see the fingerprints, I'm sure you guys never will, but it bugs me. And this is why I hate decorating, because I get so mad at every little thing. I guess I'm a perfectionist and didn't know it. So I'm gonna go ahead and go over to this little guy right here. I'm gonna take my blade. We're gonna make dimension now. So the first layer is gonna be the one that I put right here. She's gonna go on the hot Isomalt in just a couple minutes. I don't have to wait till it totally finishes, but I wanna get close to it because I don't want heat coming up. So now I'm looking at Puggy again, and my little girl, can you see that okay? Yes, you can. Okay, my little girl, yes, retreat tickets are on sale. Okay, so everybody knows. Oh, we're on sale Monday. You better sign up Monday if you have it. You better sign up Monday. That's all I can say. It will sell out. And they put me in charge of the night entertainment. All right, so here's my little girl. And I look at her and, okay, so again, I'm not an artist, but I've learned a lot. Kim Simons is the one who actually taught me the most on her lives about depth. So we know from looking at Puggy, even though she's flat right here, these ears, they kind of stick out and are over the base head. And we just know that from when we see a dog. So the first layer I'm going to, or actually it's the second layer I'm gonna add after I add little Puggy's, the entire profile of Puggy, is gonna be the ears. So I'm gonna go ahead, and this is why you make so many. First of all, I mess one up usually, and then I wanna go ahead and add these ears. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna cut, I know I'm cutting this backwards with a knife. Again, my fondant blade, my pen blade, okay? And you can tell you guys will do this much nicer than I will. I want these little fuzzy thingies, I want them to, what do I want? Let's bring them out a little bit, I think. So we're gonna include those. And you can see I am not being like the best cutter. I'm not cutting within the lines. That's okay. I do that on purpose. So that when I pick it up, I got to put my other glove on, and I'm going to try to do this. Let's see if I can do this with gloves on. I got rings on my fingers and bells on my toes. Okay, there it is. Okay, so there, I just was trying to find the edge. Hey, oh wait, I wanted you to be clean. Sorry, I moved the Isomalt, but not the fan. Let me see, are you ready? Okay, now I'm going to take this and I'm gonna just touch it. It's hard, so wait, we're gonna come back to that in a minute. Okay, oh, there's Puggy right here. All right, so I'm gonna try to put on my gloves, even though it's not hot. I need to keep my greasy fingers off of it, so I'm gonna go ahead now. You guys okay? Let me see. Oh, hi. Where do I find the information on, oh, Sidney, yeah, there's the information. I don't need to look at that. All right, so here we go. I'm gonna peel this. Now you guys will do much better at cutting. Now I'm getting to a place that I didn't cut well. So I'm just gonna bring it down to that place, and then I'm just gonna go ahead and cut the rest of it towards my fingers so that I can cut them off. You know, you're not supposed to cut towards yourself. All right, so here's my puggy girl. Now you notice there's some areas there that I guess are kind of bent up because I didn't do such a good job. I'm just gonna go ahead and trim those off. This doesn't have to be perfectly round. I like it round because it helps me center it better. For those of you who have a better eyeball for that stuff, you don't need to worry about that, okay? But for me, I'm a little bit challenged when it comes to this, so I'm just gonna cut those edges off, and then I have my puggy girl. Here's my little puggy girl. All right, let me see if I can get you over top a little more and build you in. Let's see. Here we go. How's that? I guess you can see. Can you see? I feel like I have to do this, but I think you'll get the idea. Y'all ready? All right, back up on my feet. All right, so here's my little puggy girl, and because I did not touch it with my fingers, and if you do, as I said, I noticed this stuff, not everybody else will. So now I'm gonna bend her just like that so I can find my center, and I'm gonna try to bend her, I'm trying to see if it's her ears, like bring the ears together, and I feel that's would kind of be my center. I'm gonna bring it in. Now, the problem I have, oh yeah, it's going in. I'm gonna trim this off a little bit so it just lays down a little better. It fits too perfectly is the problem, and I wanna be able to move it around. So we're going in, finding my center. This is really nice. I'm gonna lay it down, and then it's very important, starting from the center out, that you get rid of all and any air bubbles. So you see I didn't press it down first. I'm pressing it down from the center out. I'm making sure I get any air bubbles, because if you have any in there, that's just another spot for bubbles, and I hate the bubbles. So I'm just making sure she's down there really well. What I am seeing is some of the foil thing, but that will go away when I pick it up. Oh, come here, you can't be in there. Let's go ahead and heat this back up while we're doing that. All right, so I'm just making sure, like go over 500 times if you need to. Like there's a pocket right there. It's probably where I kept the torch too long. All right, now she's in there pretty well. There's some pieces that fell off the side of the Isomalt. Let's get rid of that. There we go. Come on, little baby. Ah, this is hard with gloves. I can't use my knee. Okay, so you know what? She's stuck. I'm turning her upside down. That worked. Okay. All right. Let's check the Isomalt. This is a roaring bubble. This is the way it's supposed to bubble when you take it out, because my first amount of mistakes were done when I had it boiling, but not a roaring boiling. I was too afraid to burn it. So there's that, yes, you can burn it, so don't put it in there too long, but just do it a little bit at a time. So I'm gonna let this sit aside, and I'm gonna go back and check this again because it's that important to make sure there's no bubbles. Okay, and then I'm gonna set her aside because we gotta wait for these bubbles. I'm making the fan go with it. Come on, little baby. All right, now, back to puggy ears. You guys doing good? Hi, Jessie. Jessie's awesome. Either side can go down. Yes, either side. Yeah, it doesn't matter which side, if you're asking this, which side of the cello sheet. I had no idea which side I put down and it worked fine. Hello, Marla, how are you? Welcome. Marla, you need to share this. We are making, I should say that again because there's people who join late. Have you ever seen the crystals with a picture inside of it? It kind of looked like it was etched in. That's what we're making. So I have one. I don't want to touch it with my gloves because I don't want my gloves to get sticky. Oh my gosh, it's just so sticky here. And you can see she's really, really sticky. But this is an old one that sat out, we are at a lake, so it's extremely humid. And she's no longer flat, but it's just a dimensional crystal. And now my hands are sticky. There, okay. So now I'm gonna go back. What we're doing now is we're building up the dimension of Pug. So the base layer, she's down, okay? The bubbles are just about out. We're gonna go ahead and put this down because I think we can pour our next layers because these bubbles are ready. And now we put on all the gloves. Okay, here we go. My husband keeps texting me. He's here. He's probably wondering why I'm sounding funny. All right, here we go. Gloves. All right, so I'm checking my Isomalt, kind of gonna turn it a little bit because that bubble right there, come on. I know you don't want to be on there. There it goes. Okay. All right. So now I'm going to pour the next layer. Here we go. Ready or not, here we come. I'm getting up to the edges. I do not have all those little tools I'm supposed to have to help it get to the edges, so I'm just relying on my pour. I have learned that you just got to be careful making sure you're up to the edge. You don't want to make it so the center, you're pouring into the center and have a gap and then try to fill that. All right, so let's put that aside. Let me check for bubbles. I get to use the torch again. Okay, come on. Fast. Some of those bubbles are further down than I want them. I'm just kind of burning that side off too. Come on. Just to make sure it forms nicer. Anything else? There's some bubbles down there. Sid, how do you get those little bubbles further down out? All right. Let's see. Sidney, the other Sidney. Can't use, sorry, yes, I can use Pme spray, but I didn't. So, yeah. Like, oh, I can't see everything. Come here. I can't work with these gloves on the computer. It doesn't work that way. Okay. You can use Pme spray. This is the Pme Glaze Spray. I do have some here, but I didn't do it like originally, and it's just disgustingly wet. It was horrible. The bottom part, there was a bottom part that totally fell off and melted. So yeah, it will make it go away, but no, I did actually have some. Sorry, I love my torchy thingy. I didn't have it with me when I made it, so it sat and it's really, really melted now. I think it's past that point. Yeah, torch team, I love my torch too. All right, hi. Okay, so that's now doing its thing, and I'm gonna move this over. Here we go. I have my fan on it so it goes a little quicker. I need to keep her flat though, and she's not flat because I have too many torches and scissors and everything everywhere. All right, so she's being fanned like the goddess she is. Okay. So now I'm gonna peel out these ears. Sorry, can you believe I'm still nervous? I have had no caffeine, but I feel like I've had a bunch of it. I know, Deb, nervous. It doesn't have, wait, which side is which? Is this the, oh, yeah, okay. So I'm gonna go ahead. If I can't peel a piece, sometimes what I do is I just slice, I make an X further away, and that seems to allow me to grab it if I'm having problems grabbing it. So I'm gonna go ahead and pick up the one ear. I'm trying not to touch the inside. Come on, okay. And here we go. Whee. Just kind of, I didn't cut all the way through the first layer, so that's why I have to cut it like this. Now I'm going to just use my scissors. Come here, a little further down. Okay. All right, so now I'm going to go ahead, fix my glasses. There we go. And just kind of trim her off. I don't want any pieces that, I don't know if you, like that right there, where it's kind of cut a couple times, because I don't know if it'll show, but my instinct says get rid of them. So I'm gonna just go ahead and trim her up a little bit, give her a little haircut, trim off any excess that I don't need, trim off this part because I don't need that. All right, so this is the hard part, guys, because we lose things now. So I'm gonna put her right there. These things are easily lost, and we're gonna go ahead and get the other ear while this is cooling over here. All right. Anybody have questions? There we go. See, this is easier. I relaxed a little bit. I can't see the questions right now because I'm not looking, and I asked if anybody has any. Has anybody seen our fondant cheaters that are affordable? Check them out. One of them is on sale. Let's see. I love my torchy thing. Anything after that? You guys good? Hello. All right. Later, when turn it out, you get bottom bubbles out. Okay, thank you. All right. Okay, so now I'm going to go ahead while this is cooling still and trim up the ears a little bit. Hello, husband. I know, I got longer than I thought. Did you hear my husband? He's hungry. He wants to use the kitchen. All right, so I got my 2 ears, and I'm going to go ahead and bring Puggy back. And everybody can see you, sweetie, just so you know. Don't do anything funny. All right, well, you can. Let's see. Well, they can hear you, that's for sure. Tammy, she is being her hilarious self and doing great. Thank you, Tammy. Oh, Carol. All right, so now I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to at least get on this other glove, and we're going to do the ears. All right, another pro and con to Cello Sheets and doing this. I have 2 ears. I don't know which ear is which. I do, I know. Okay, so we're going to do this ear over here first. And be careful because, like, you can turn them each way. You got to make sure they line up. So I'm going to go ahead and lay this down. Now, she sticks right away, so make sure you have it right. I'm again making sure all bubbles are out. Now, you can barely see the line once I pour this, and the line of the edge of the ear balls, these lines, but they go away. And Puggy's walking around here right now because she's hungry too, just like my husband. Let's see, there, okay. All right, so now, again, I'm gonna line her up and put it this way. Fix my glasses because I can't see well enough. Maybe that's why I don't like to. Come here. There we go. And again, I'm smoothing it out, and I probably just pushed too hard. All right. All right, so now I've just added my first layer of dimension. What do you guys think? All right. Oh, I forgot to heat this up again. I should have done that before I put it on. Let's go ahead and get her going. And it takes about 30 seconds. I'm going to leave these on. I'm going to make sure everything's, when you push down, don't push too hard because it's still hot and you'll make an indentation like I did. But just so you're aware. Can you guys see that dimension? She's upside down. Let's turn it this way. It's hard to see with the foil underneath, but I think you can get the picture. Wouldn't tweezers be easier? It depends on you. I don't do well with tweezers. So if you want to use tweezers, it may be better for you. All right, so we got our roaring boil. I'm gonna go ahead and put it in front of the fan and kind of let it do its thing. And in the meantime, we're gonna move her over. Where'd you go? Okay, I just bring this back so you can see. And now, all right, so which comes next? Do I want to add some forehead? We got all these pieces. Do I want to add some forehead? Or, because she's got those cute little eyebrows, and then do the eyeballs. But I don't know, what do you think? Eyeballs next or forehead next? What do y'all think? I want to know what you think. Yes, it is making it look 3-dimensional, but I'm not sure. I think when I look at my pug, her eyeballs stick out pretty darn far. I can go get her, but then I'm going to get hairy with sticky. Puggy, come here. No, she can't hear. I think I want to do, I don't know. I need some votes. What do you guys say? Forehead. Carol, you said forehead. Let's do the forehead. I can't make up my mind either. All right, where is my blade? Let's make sure you're cooling. You're good. These things, I'm just checking the Isomalt because I want to pour it once it still has a bunch of bubbles. All right, let's do the big forehead. Foreheads run big in my family. All right, now I could go back to the one I cut, but I kind of cut into it, and you might be able to do it with 2 of these pictures, but I can't. So I'm going to cut off the ears. Now I had already put that layer of hair right there in, so I'm going to cut along there. I'm going to cut along here so that that's out of the picture. I am going to cut right within that eyebrow. There it goes. And bring it down to here. I'm going to go in front of that line. I don't know. Everybody can do what works for them. You don't have to do it the way I do it. Everybody's interpretation will be different. All right. 1, 2, 3. I'm going to bring that kind of up and down. And I think my puggy's got a big forehead. Okay, y'all doing good? Forehead, forehead, forehead. Everybody agrees. How nice is that? I wish our whole world could do that. All right, okay. Now, I'm gonna go ahead. This is not easy to do in gloves, but I'm trying to get the edge. So when I can't, boop, boop, pick it up, get underneath it. All right, you want to lift now. This is sometimes why I like to lift it first. And I did that on those up here, and I didn't do it down here, but that would help. Come here. It actually, I'm going to go ahead, so I'm not working with a whole sheet, and cut her out. Little things that make life easier. So for those of you who have joined us a little late, we're using Cello Sheets, and believe it or not, there is an edible piece on top of this, or a backing behind this, whichever way you want to look at it. Let me pick it up. So much easier to do it this way. Now something else, if you are in a drier area, sometimes these like to stick to each other. So if that happens, I like to turn it upside down and then peel it. Just makes it better and easier. I'm not going to peel it all the way off so I can kind of see what's going on right now. Let's go ahead and let's get little Puggy Buggy out here. I'm actually just going to go ahead and cut using my scissors. Actually, I'm going to take it off. These get all over the place, and then you find them in the middle of the night on the floor. All right, so here we go. Just cutting along where I probably should have done it this way before, huh? So much easier. Forget the knife, because we can pick her up. Sorry, it's kind of hard to see her when she's not laying on the white paper. So, fix my glasses. Any question, guys? All right. Oh, there she goes. There she goes. All right. Here's her forehead. This Isomalt's almost ready. Little bit of bubbles there. Okay. I'm going to trim her up and get off any extra pieces that I really don't want there. I'm just sorry. I'm actually focusing. Can you believe it? I'm quiet for a minute. That's probably why I don't like to decorate, because it means I have to focus and be quiet. And that's not easy. Okay, do I got everything? I think I'm good. Okay, I'm going to put her right here so I can find her later. All right, let's bring this back over. There's my Puggy Wuggy. All right, and let's go ahead and pour the next layer. Oh, need my gloves. There's some bubbles that just don't want to go away on top. I'm going to try and move them around. Waha, gloves. Come on. Okay. All right, so we got that one layer on there. Now we're going to add the next layer. And you'll see each time you do this, it's like it magnifies. I'm focusing, I'm quiet, sorry guys. I hope I have enough Isomalt, if not this has to melt again, and that's not good, so let's, come on. Probably let it set too long. Come on. Make sure you get it all the way to the edge. Ah, that wasn't good. Come on. Here we go. Come on, let's go. Drip. It's probably a little bit too cool, but it's okay. It will still work. Yeah, I didn't get it all the way to the edge, and it doesn't look totally clean. Oh, did you see what I just did? Oh, look, it's fixing itself. Good. All right, so I'm going to see and make sure it all kind of fixes, and then, come here. Oh, no. Come on, torch. I'm going to just kind of melting the edges a little bit because it didn't get all the way over there. And I'm not really on the Isomalt, I'm on the band so that it kind of melts the Isomalt and brings it over. I don't know if that's good or not, but that's what I learned playing, and now there's no more scorch. Come here. I think I burned something, it smells. You don't want to work. I got so many torches and I can't get any of them to work. And yes, they have stuff in it. This one I know works well. Sometimes I use this. All right, more of this. How's it going, guys? Forehead, then eyes. You guys aren't talking to me. Talk more. Ah! Okay. Oh my gosh. All right. Okay, now she works. Again, I'm kind of trying to heat up. I probably can do that from the outside. The edge of this to make it kind of melt on the inside. Yeah, there it goes. And Sidney can tell me if I'm doing it wrong. I will never take offense because I get the fact, come on, that this is, all right, come on. I'm playing with the torch, guys, off camera. Our favorite part of Simi anything is the torch. All right, let's try this torch. Lots of torches. I just don't fill these things well. And I think that's why, is I feel always like it's not filling right. That one feels like it's filling right. Let's see. Come on. Come on. All right, Simi torches. Oh, well, that's why this one's not doing well. Okay. Hold on. I know what to do. Woo-hoo. But I can't do it because somebody took my lighter. Y'all doing good there? What's your favorite part so far? Me, like, not finding things that I need? Or finding the right torch to work? Oh my goodness. Not one is working well. I need a lighter, and so the kids take my lighters and they start fires outside, and then I can't find them. They're never where they're supposed to be. I'm right here, guys, right here. They're not where they're supposed to be. And I don't have a gas stove here. So anyway, we will continue. I'm not going to spend too much time on that. This one I know is filled. All right, any questions so far? I always tell people I have to search my house for a pair of reading glasses to make them your item cost more. I can see this would be one expensive topper. Actually, I don't realize that it costs. I don't think it costs all that much really to do, and I really feel like you guys will do it better than me and faster. Come on. Oh, come on. All right, anyway, so we will continue on. I need to torch those out, and I can't do it because I have no idea where my lighter is, and I can't get my torches to work. This one wants to work, it just doesn't want to light. We'll try one more time. I hate this. Oh, look at there. There's a dial on this one. Close, open. Oh, how nice. Still doesn't want to work. All right. I want to get those so bad. All right, we're going to move on because you don't need to watch that. And I will holler at my husband to get me a lighter to start that one thing. And in the meantime, we'll go ahead and melt these. Hey, Mike, can you find a lighter, please? A lighter, the red lighter. I think it's downstairs. All right, so we got the forehead. She's cooling over here. Let me check your messages. On the torch has a slide on the side. You can. Oh, I know. Oh, here comes the fun. Yeah, no, I found that, and I know that. It just doesn't want to do what I want it to. It's not lighting. It's all the way up. Like this one has one right here. And watch. Ta-da! See, it works. Okay, now I'm going to set the house on fire. I'm going to reduce that flame. I want to set the house on fire. I'm supposed to do it fast, but I can't turn it on and off fast. Come on. This is where I have problems, Sid, because I burned the you-know-what out of it because I can't get to that bubble, and it's probably because I let it set too long. So we're going to have to live with it, guys. It's going to have to be the way it's going to be. All right. So now we're going to go ahead and add the Pug Forehead. And let me check the Isomalt. She's boiling, but not enough. Just a little bit longer. And we're going to place the Puggy. Let's see. Making sure it lines up because it can go. Oh, I do have it the right way. Our line, there's the brow, there's the other brow, there's the things going up. All right, so I think the way I want to line this up is with the brows, maybe. This is really hard, and this is where tweezers would work really well. And better lighting. All right, so I'm just kind of, I'm not pressing, letting it go down, and I'm just kind of lining up the hairs. I'm actually starting from the side and going over. Oh, look, it worked. Okay, I'm not pressing hard, I'm just rubbing gently because that Isomalt is still hot. And you can see the lines, but those lines will disappear like they did on the other when we add our next layer. All right, so let's move her aside. Again, Isomalt is bubbling beautifully. Again, we'll put that next to the fan as well so everything can start to cool. And how y'all doing? I don't think it would cost too much to make. I would just always be looking for my glasses. Oh, yeah. I get it with the glasses for sure, especially with this. Light is what's important on this. And in fact, I'm going to go turn on another light in the house because the sun is changing. Ha! There we go. That's much better. Ooh, I can see everything. All right, guys. Any questions so far? Everybody doing good? All right. Make sure the flame is turned up high so it doesn't catch. Yeah, I just realized that. I always burn the house down. All right, here we go. All right, so we said eyes and then nose, right? So let's go ahead and I'm going to come back and I'm going to use this nose. Well, maybe not. I think I got something on. Oh, no, it's gone. Let's use, she's so beautiful. The beautiful dog. The beautiful dog. I'm going to peel it a little bit before I cut it, make my life a little easier. Using my pen blade. I got to make sure which side is which because I moved it around. Okay. Now you see it curling a little bit. It's because it's drying up in here a bit. That's what happens. There. Okay. If it's too dry. So again, see it's starting to catch a little more. So I'm going to turn it upside down and peel. That way it doesn't break the image. You can hear the TV down there, I bet. Something's growling. All right, now we're gonna go ahead and I'm going to just use the scissors to cut the eyeballs. Those lines are not really there. It's just the way that it's catching back on. When I pull it off, you won't see it. All right, Puggy. I'm just gonna kind of cut around a little bit so that I can you see okay? There we go. So I can get at the eyes a little better. There we go. I'm gonna put her aside because I'm gonna use that nose too. And now I'm gonna cut closer to the eyes while that's cooling a little bit. Oh, wait, actually, I think it's ready to pour. I'm gonna put those right there. Let's move it back. You see okay? All right, everybody good? Just enjoying the show, Deb. Oh, I'm glad you like it. Okay, we got sound effects in the back. All right, so here's the Isomalt. And I'm gonna pour that next layer. Some of these bubbles are coming up from the side is what's happening. I'm wondering if it's my... Do you guys see how clear this Isomalt is? It's crazy clear. All right. She's poured. Let's grab that torch again and see if she wants to light. Oh, put her up. Yeah, see this torch, there's plenty of fluid in there, but so I'm gonna cheat. Come on, maybe. This will stop working now. There she is. Now I'm gonna turn her down a little bit because that's like scary. And let's get those bubbles out. It's told fast. That one doesn't want to come out, dagnabbit. And I don't have something to pop it with. Okay, she's gonna be a pimple on her. All right, as I said, I'm a beginner at this. You guys will do much better than I am. Where or how did you do the drawings? So we did that in the beginning on the red torch. Wait, oh yeah, no, I know. I turn it down once it comes up, but then when I start it, I turn it up. In the beginning, I kind of went through that. We use iDesigns. It's really, really easy. If we have some time, I can go back. But here, it's basically a feature in Iprint under Tints and Effects that's called Sketch. And that worked well. All right, here we go. So you're going to set, I'm going to move you over with the fan. I'm going to make sure I have melted Isomalt. Actually, we can probably go ahead and add the forehead in just a second. Let's go ahead and turn the fan. All right. But this is going to be posted later too, so if you want to see exactly how I did it, you can. Just go ahead back. It's just a program or it's a feature of Iprint. So I'm cutting her eyeballs now. I'm actually trying to stay within and maybe bring and accentuate those eyebrows again, because that's what makes a pug so darn cute. I'm gonna curve it around here. All right, and I'm gonna leave them connected because I think it's gonna be much harder to go back and add one by one. You can do it however you want. Hey, look at that, I peeled it with my gloves. All right, let's bring her back. All right, eyeballs. Now let's make sure first, once again, that we have it in the right direction, and it does go this in direction because I can see on her, those two lines match. I'm gonna pull off this glove. No, I'm not, because I just realized it's not good to touch it now with the, oh, hang on, I'm a glove mess. I'm a glove mess, that's what I at. Okay, it's just, you know, I got those extra finger pieces and I really want to use my finger. All right, so I'm gonna add, with my eyeglasses on, I am going to line her up as best I can. Again, not pushing down too hard because that Isomalt is still hot, but I need to get those air bubbles out. I probably did it a little sooner than I should. But she's actually laying down nice because it's not a big piece. Okay, we're putting her aside. All right, I'm going to let her cool over here with my fan. Thank goodness for a fan. And I'm going to add some more Isomalt because I don't want to run out like I almost did before. Hold on, it's right over here. All right, let's get that in. Let's get that started. All right, now let's go back to Puggy's nose. I think we should do nose and snout together. And so I'm just gonna cut it smaller. Makes my job easier. We're on that last layer now. Okay, so here she is. You can see it's kind of peeled there, which is fine. I'm gonna bring it in a little bit further. I'm leaning right up against the microwave. Thankfully, I have no more childbirthing things in me, so I should be okay. Just kind of trimming it up. And again, you can do this in whatever order for whatever picture you want. Really doesn't matter, but just kind of remember when you're looking at something in dimension, like for example, the dog's face, what is closest to you is what you want to do last. So, all right. There we go. Okay, there's that piece. I'm just going to bring it over. I'm putting this little piece on this white piece of paper so I can find it later. All right, looks like a bandit from this angle. It's funny. Oh, the side on this one, there is no side. This thing right here, this locks it, that starts it. They can be used just like the other sheets Deb has on her website. Okay, yeah, replay definitely. All right, so we are at a roaring bubble. No, actually it's not. Oh yeah, it's good. We gotta let this sit for a minute because it's way too hot and those bubbles need to come out. Okay, any questions, guys? Because we gotta wait right now. Do not torch the Cello Sheets. They burn, they turn brown. I will tell you that right now. Hi, I'll come down here so you don't have to look at my belly button. Hey, Carla, how are you? All right, anybody have any questions? Hey, Emma. So let me ask you this, because we're gonna be finishing up soon. Let me show you something else I did, and it sat in the weather, but I was able to kind of save it a little bit from the elements here. I did this in Canva, and I really want to make a tutorial out of it. And again, I'm sorry, you can see, because it's just the weather got to it. Let me find the white. Hold on. I need to put something behind it. Paper towel. And yes, I burned it right here. This is when I was playing, but I made this dimension in Canva. It's really actually easy to do, and I think I'm gonna do a tutorial on it. This is one of my bad pieces, but when I was playing, but I love the dimension of it, and it was really easy to do. That was done with a clear one. I actually did this on an icing sheet as well because I was testing some sheets and I wanted to see how they worked with the Isomalt. This is just a new icing sheet that we're not carrying at this moment, but I test everything for months and months before you see it. And I actually don't like it, but you can see the dimension even when it's on a white backing. You can see the difference in how much it pops. It's pretty cool. Let's do it this way. So pretty awesome. So it's fun to be able to do this stuff. All right, Bubbles, you ready? All right, let's go ahead. We got the eyeballs down. Oh, I gotta get the other glove back on. Yep, you see that 10% off? You better use it. All right, so bubbles are good. Let's go ahead and do our next. Oop, there's one bubble that got through. Oh, he's gone. Yay! Ooh wee! Woo 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 wee! Did I get all my corners? I did. All right, now to the game of will the lighter work? You got to do it together. This lighter doesn't light is what it is. Come on. Turn it down a little bit. I could do the Torch Team logo with Sid with this thing. Okay, let's get those bubbles. Bubble, 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 bubble. There wasn't as many. This thing right here is big, but I think it's because it's on the edge. And so I'm gonna go on the outside and try to melt that. That way I don't burn anything on the inside. And yeah, see, it worked. Sidney, was that normal? Like, is this a bad thing or a good thing to do? Remember, you're the one who asked me to come on. So at the Simi retreat, I'm in charge of the nighttime festivities. And that's dangerous because we're not going to pick on Mike Galpern again. You guys, I've seen Magic Mike all over the place. And we are not going to pick on him this time. I'm just going to, actually I can leave that right there. Just turn this. We're going to let it cool just a little bit more than we did last time. And I'll come down and visit you. Oh my goodness. So if you, let's see. That's the key, Debbie. Torch it right after you pour the Isomalt. Yeah, I'm learning that. I'm learning that. So yeah, so as you guys, everyone who has joined recently, I'm an expert at edible tech. I'm not a decorator. I know so much about Isomalt, but when it comes to using it, I'm not good because I don't have the dexterity or the patience, or maybe I do. Maybe you guys are just as impatient, but you handle it better than I do. And so, if you hear me asking questions, it's because I know it all, but I've never really applied it other than really simple things. And this is actually a layered thing. Oh, I'm getting thirsty. So it's really good if you haven't. Ooh, there's a bubble I really want to get. It's probably too late. Anyway, so if you're new at Isomalt, this is really good for you to watch because you'll see that people like me who don't even have that decorating talent that you do, or that I do, you can do this and never be afraid of the Isomalt. We've handled, I bet you've used one of these before and you don't touch the flame because it's hot. Kind of looks funny. And you don't touch this part after it's burning because it's hot. And when you use a stove like I have over there, you don't touch the stove because it's hot. You use your mittens, your gloves. So don't be afraid of it. My daughter was like 8 when she used Isomalt before they had the Isomalt that Simi has. She had to do the double boiling and all that stuff, and she did it. And yes, of course, I watched her like a hawk, but she knew it was hot, so she respected it. And that's what you got to do. I need to take a sip because I've talked too much. There we go. So anyways, this should be hard enough now. Yep. So I can add the next layer, and we're adding the nose. All right. Now I just got to see which side, this is the right side of the nose. All right, so what's hard with this is looking right over top as you add it in. Because if you're on a side and it looks like even when I did the eyeballs, I was in a different position. So when I laid them down, they kind of moved, but it's still rather cool. So make sure you're kind of right over top when you're laying this down. There we go. And again, make sure you don't press too hard because the Isomalt is still soft, but you got to get those air bubbles out of there because if you don't, they'll appear as bubbles. All right, we're gonna leave it alone because it's kind of too hot. And I'm gonna go ahead and let the fan get at it for a minute. Put this back in the microwave. I'm not gonna start it up. Yeah, maybe, why not? All right, start. All right, so how are we on time? Yeah, I'll probably finish up by 8, I think. I am hard on myself somewhat, but you know, everybody needs to do what they're good at. Here, I'll come down and visit you guys again. So everybody needs to do what they're good at in life. I was just at this, it was a teachers' convention in Alabama. And they teach very unique curriculum. Maybe this is done elsewhere. It wasn't done here where I live with my kids. But they are implementing life skills. And the program they actually started with, the kids named it, and they're high school students, and they named it, Would You Hire You? And let's be quiet. Take you out. Come here. Spray. It's just yelling. Here we go. Hot, hot, hot. So anyway, they started with sublimation, and she put the kids, first of all, she had no clue as to what she was doing or how to use anything. And she told the kids that. She's like, okay, we're going to do this, but I don't know how to do it, so we're going to learn it together. And so they popped in the video from the company, and they started talking and realized, oh, the teacher said, oh, it's in Spanish. You, whatever his name is, can you go ahead and translate for us? And he's listening, and he says, Miss Hall, that's not Spanish either. I don't know what that is. So, oh, look what she does. Okay, I will address that. So they went on, they decided to turn the volume down and just watch and learn together. And what she did is she put kids in groups, which makes sense. And they worked on all the software, the design, the prints, and everything else. And then there was actually a supervisor, and each kid chose their own role because everybody's good at something different. And sort of like that, probably, I know it is in my business. Everybody comes in and we think we hire them for one thing, and they end up in another position because they're better in another position. So I'm really good at tech, really, really good at tech. Not so hot on the decorating, but I can do it. And it's fun to do every now and then. So you all are great at decorating. I'm good at getting you the good tools that you need. And so there we got it. I still take my cakes from Costco and add an image to them. All right, let's see. Are you done with the bubbling? All right, we got all our layers on. We're on the last layer, and the bubbles are gone. Okay, let's go ahead and add it. And Carol was right in what she says. If you end up with a bubble underneath your cello sheet, just poke it. Sorry, that got away from me a little bit. All right, let's get the torch going. Here we go with our crazy torches. Light the lighter. Light the torch. And let's hit it. Oh, wait, there's a fire. You can't be on that. There we go. So while I'm showing you this, I'm proving the point that anybody can do Isomalt. You don't even have a flame. Anybody can do Isomalt, even me. And if you don't think you can do it, you need to at least try, because you'll never know if you're good at something unless you try. And one of our customers recently was like, I don't have time to figure out how to use the electronic cutter. And I kept yelling at her because I knew her well enough that I could yell at her. And so she finally decided, to take it out of the box and use it, because she had been cutting all kinds of things. Hi. Hello. She was really mad at herself because she had wasted so much time because she didn't take the time to learn something that was like really easy to do. She would just put it off. So today's takeaway is you should all try things. Doesn't matter what it is. Yes, I did it. Maybe not as good as some others, but that's okay. It's really cool. It's really cool. I want this to cool enough so we can pull it out. So that's why I'm kind of delaying. So I got my fan on it, and hopefully this will cool quick enough. I'm actually going to slide it over on the board and put it actually on my mat, because I know my bottom layer is cool, so it won't pick it up. And I have a granite countertop, and that's cooler, so that may help it fix a little bit. I know Costco cakes are good. I take them and I freeze them, and then I use them. It makes it even better. So anyway, so those, yeah, that's the takeaway. Try stuff. Don't be afraid of it. I will tell you that if I'm selling it, it's something that I can use to some degree. And if it's tech and I can do it, then anybody can do it. So try it. If it does cool in time, you can, oh, if it doesn't, I know, but I like to talk. Seriously. So, anyway, so, thank you, Carol. And I'm going to take 7 minutes. I think it's cooling down. That fan is right on it. Ooh, oh, crap. This is why I don't like it. So I was moving my fingers around and I hit a little piece of Isomalt that was hard and it went on top. And so it's there. Did you see that part of my head? There it is. So here, let me show you. See that? It flicked off the side and it went right there. So now you have to pretend that this pug was shaking her head and all the water from her mouth went everywhere. So just use your imagination. That's what we'll do. We'll use, can you see it? Yeah. So yeah. So anyways, coming up, guys, if you weren't at the first Simi retreat, then Monday you're putting tickets available on the Simi Torch team. Is that right, Sid? Not to the rest of the world, I think. So you have to be a member of the Simi Torch team, I think, if I'm saying this right. I'm quick, torch it out. I can't quickly torch it out. Oh, gosh. Okay, I'm going to burn it. You know I will. Hold up. Ah, now my lighter's breaking. I'm a mess. Come on. Torch it out. Oh, I'm trying to torch left-handed with a fan on. That's seriously scary. Ah! I'm trying, Elizabeth. I'm coming, Elizabeth. I can't do things like this fast. There it goes. Come on, come on. Sorry, guys. She told me to. Torch it out. Torch it out. Wait, you're too long. Torch it out. Come on. It's torching. It's torching. Now, come on. Hey, now it's just a bunch of bubbles. Oh, it's going away. Okay. All right, we'll see how it looks like. Okay, so here she fixed me. Well, first, Marlo, my first time with Isomalt, I made Spiderman Lollipops for my grandson. Apparently, he is majorly allergic to it. Who knew? Oops. Yeah, there's not much to Isomalt. So be careful with what candy he eats, especially like just about any sugar-free candy. So yeah, so Sidney says, as you guys can read, I'm sure, but so the Simi Splash Retreat will be announced on the Simi Torch team page on Monday. So if you're not a member of the Simi Torch team, you really want to do that because I think there's discounts too if you're part of the Simi Torch team. Monday it opens up to everybody as far as the Simi Torch team or everybody in the world. But join the Simi Torch team if you have any interest at all in going to that Simi Splash Retreat. She does limit it. It is it's only 48 people. You get 3 classes. Answer me right. I know you get Nick. I know you get Sid. I know you get Dawn. So make sure, oh wow, everybody in the world. So that means you. Join the Simi Torch team so you can get the discounts too. She will sell out. She had her first one right after SoFlo, and I will tell you, it was absolutely the best time in the world. We learned so much. We laughed so much. They tried to kill me. Magic Mike appeared, and it was awesome. So it's in Florida. It's on the beach, so you can kind of call it whatever you need to call it to get yourself to want to go. It's worth all of it, and you guys got to check it out. So it's fun, and I'm in charge of a night entertainment. I'm thinking karaoke. for part of it. I don't know. We'll see. It depends what comes up in my head. All right, let's see if you're ready. You're still hot. I'm going to peel the backing off. Ooh, that's the back. Okay, let's get something white up behind it. That's the back. So you're not going to be able to see the... Okay, so see how I turned it? You can kind of see some of the depth to it. I know if I touch it... hold on, this is not working well. Oh, please. There we go. Oh, whoops. Turn it around. So you can see some of that. And I think she's sagging because I picked it up. Oh, yes, look, I screwed it up. Of course, I screwed it up because I was too hot still, and so she went like that. So she looks like a bulldog now. She went in the right direction at least. Here, I'll show you. Bear with me. Here, look at this. She looks like a bulldog. She's an upside down bulldog. Whatever works, you know, guys. All right, so that's about it. That's about all I can say. Guys, please listen. If you do not follow Icing Images, please follow them and also join the Everything Icing Images page. We do announce things there first and give you opportunities for things that you don't have normally at Icing Images. We do have a sale going on right now. It is an extended Prime Day sale. It's on Icing Images, not on Amazon, but it's awesome. We took several $100s off of sheeters, off of select printers. I believe there's some sales on there. I think if I'm going through my memory, I know wafer paper is 20% off. I think the paint accessories are 50% off. There's something else that's 50%. Oh, the stand, the phone stand. Lots of stuff. It's in our email. Make sure that you are part of our email at icingimages.com. You can join up there. We do sell the majority of the Simi supplies, so you can use this coupon that's on there right now. iDesigns is at 50% off as well. So yeah, this is, again, if you're just joining us, this is available. You'll be able to watch it from the beginning here. And I think that's about it, guys. I think I said just about everything I can say, and I really need to eat dinner now, and so does my husband. So anyway, check out the sales. If you're on our list, our email list, you can kind of look for that. I think we had the listing originally appeared on Tuesday. We did resend it on Friday, I think, so you can check your email. Anyway, thank you guys so much for everything. Sidney, thank you for being so awesome and just allowing this opportunity. There we go. I really appreciate everything you do, keeping everything fun, exciting, entertaining, but also educational. I love you guys so much, and please make it your mission to make somebody else's day just a little better. Happy decorating, my friends. Thank you, thank you, thank you.